It's a full moon, and unfortunately, there was a werewolf sighting. So it's a late night for me. Gotta keep watch. Fortunately, this isn't a common occurrence. Most werewolves, to my understanding, travel deep into the forest the days leading up to the full moon to give them plenty of clearance from civilization during their transformation. I've also heard there's facilities in some cities that the poor bastards can check themselves into to stay safe for the night. Not sure who would choose the indignity of that, though. If you weren't public about the curse, now there'd be a record of you. And to spend a night locked up like that seems miserable to me. So tonight, either someone didn't make it deep enough into the woods, broke out of a facility, though I'm not sure one is close enough to here to reach in a night, or maybe it's some poor bloke's first full moon and didn't know what to do. I'm not inclined to think that the shifter is malicious, because if they were, they'd stay in a population center and not end up in the hills by my farm. Regardless of the circumstances, it's worth being vigilant. Werewolves are unpredictable at best. At worst, well, I don't like thinking about them at their worst. Before I started the farm, I picked up an assignment to track down a shifter that had terrorized a series of towns several months in a row. So me and a group of fellows I was familiar with, we weren't a proper established adventuring band or party or anything like that, but we all knew each other and had worked together in the past. We went hunting. Our spirits were high at first, excited by the promise of pay and adventure, but our mood soured fast. The trail of destruction we followed was hard to stomach. It's uncomfortable to confess that the poor folks who died seemed to me to be the lucky ones. The ones who lived were severely mutilated and also now afflicted with lycanthropy, as it's called. We caught up with the wolf the morning after, naked and afraid, alone in an alley. Just a kid, with no support or anyone to turn to. Each month, he went to a town looking for help, but was turned away due to their fear, which ended with him being too close come nightfall. I hate to think what happened to him once we turned him in. He had a lot to answer for, certainly, but doesn't everyone else who was asked for help but turned him away? Where does their responsibility lie? I don't have those answers. My old dog that's been keeping me company raises his head, then stands. Maybe he's noticed something. I place my hand on my bow, then notice the lantern from the hills flash 3 times. The werewolf has been caught, or something like being caught. I send a prayer to the gods that everyone is all right, and head in for the night. Like, comment, and follow for more tales from the Fantasy Farm.